Dude, I know I've been having hella phlegm. Oh my god. Okay.
Hello, besties. Damn. What the fuck? It's like a whole man.
Cough it up. Cough it up. Guys, this is my man.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What's up, besties?
Hi, everyone. It's your host, Vanessa, joined by my beautiful co-host, Stephanie. And this is I Am Besties.
Woo woo.
Damn, that was the first time we've ever done it.
That was like harmonized almost.
Yeah, it was. Stephanie always does it. At this point, I'm just copying her because.
Do I really?
You always do it. Yeah, and I just started doing it because you do it.
What? I get excited every time.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Like, I'm going to just do it because it's like 2 is better than 1, you know?
That is so funny.
But for today's video, you guys, we are bringing you a Q&A just to, you know, feel a little connected again. I know you guys are always asking questions, even comments, sending DMs. So we thought, you know what a better time for today to just have like a chill, laid back pod where we are going to answer all of your guys' questions. And so, yeah.
We're going to answer all of them too, no matter how out of pocket or even if we don't want to talk about what you guys ask. Yeah. We're going to give you guys a answer. It might not be the answer you want, but it's the answer you're going to get and you're going to take.
Mm-hmm. Stephanie, you could go ahead and start.
All right. All right. First question is, how do you...
yeah, I know you're...
Oh my god, how do you deal with your wife cheating on you? Laugh my ass off because I need help advice. Damn. I don't know.
How do you deal with your wife cheating on you? Let me because I need help. Ooh, well, Steph, I think you should take the wheel on this because I've never been married.
To be honest, though, I feel like with marriage, this is going to be... Damn, we're going to start right on the controversial.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like me personally, I would forgive the first time. Only because I'm like, bro, like we're married now. Like, but it's all like, you know, what context? Like, why'd you cheat on me?
Yeah.
What's been going on? How long have we been together?
Yes.
How much do we really love each other? How, you know what I mean? Like all of that.
Yeah.
So I feel like taking all that into consideration, if she's a good person and, you know, she just made a mistake, then I feel like maybe give your marriage a chance. But if she's chronically like treating you badly and like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like people have slip ups. That's just me personally. Yeah. Not everyone agrees.
Yeah.
But I do think, you know, once you're married, that hold kind of holds on to you a little bit where you're like, oh, I'm going to break up my marriage.
Yeah.
But I mean, if she's a bitch, then just leave
if she's
her.
been a bitch, this is your out. Mm-hmm. You know, just take it.
This is your moment. This is the universe.
This is the way for you to be like, you know what? I don't have to be the one to end it. She did it for me.
Exactly.
Run.
Get out of there.
There's someone out there for you guys. Like, I genuinely like. One thing I wish didn't exist about breaking up is that like. Feeling of, oh, I'm not gonna find anyone better, or I'm just so attached to this person.
Yeah.
If I could remove one thing about the world or any feeling, would be that.
That's the one thing, guys, one feeling, of all the
because
shit.
I wish everybody would be like, you know what? Fuck that. Like this relationship is not working out. I'm gonna leave it because I know there's something better for me out there. Like there's so many fucking people in the world. Like, come on. I know it's easier said than done, but if that's just one thing relationship wise that I could one feeling that I could remove when it comes to like wanting to take the leap of like leaving someone, I wish I could remove that like feeling of fear from someone's head because there's so many people out there. You just gotta put yourself out there, you know.
Yeah, if your wife found someone you
if your wife found someone to cheat on, that's fucked up. I'm so sorry. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but
it's
honestly,
true.
it's really true.
Yeah.
You can find someone too.
Yeah, for sure. And I also think that like it is obvious, like especially when you feel. You know, like, sometimes you're like, oh, I got to set a boundary with this person because I'm kind of feeling like a little connection. Like, like if you can find a connection during, you for sure can find one afterwards. Yeah. But I hate that, too. Like, you just close off and you're like, I'll never love again. Yeah, that's me right now.
All right, my turn. How old were you when you girls lost your virginity? And what is the right age to lose your virginity? Well, I was 18. the night of my 18th birthday.
The night of?
Yes.
Yes. How exciting. Did you like it? Was it a good experience for you?
No, it wasn't.
Have you told the story on here before?
I think I have a long time ago. But honestly, it wasn't that great. I think I've mentioned he was the biggest I've ever had, and for the first time, the biggest penis in your life. You know, it was really it was really bad. I didn't enjoy it, and I also feel like I was his first time.
God, Tell, you're always interrupting.
He says I wasn't, but now that I know what it's like to be with an experienced man, he definitely was not experienced. So I just don't feel like he knew what he was doing. And I didn't either, but, you know, because he told me that he was experienced, I was hoping he would guide me. And he just wasn't a good leader.
I have never met anyone who has had, like, a good first experience.
Yeah. I think one of my friends told me it was good.
Yeah? How was your soul?
My first time?
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. Like, I think my parents knew.
They heard?
Because it was my birthday when I turned 17.
Damn, why you always fucking on your birthday?
They left to the casino. Left me home alone on my birthday. I was like, and I called I called like the high school girl who's like down for like everybody.
Oh, that sucks.
That was dope.
Was it
I had a
good?
great time. Actually, no.
Did you cuddle afterwards?
No, you want to.
Yeah, sit. Take a seat.
Oh shit, I forgot about the story.
Is it connected?
Yeah, it's connected. So first time, cause you know I be packing and shit.
You're not any of these frames.
No, I'm not in any other frames.
Okay,
no.
it's
I'm gonna
fine.
go
Just listen to his voice, you guys.
Yeah. I remember. I don't know how to make it sound the story interesting, but we were doing it right, and then afterwards, like we're like wrapping up, the lights were off and everything, and then she needed help, like she couldn't find like her panties, so I remember I like lifted the blanket and there's a huge like red spot like on my bed, and I was like, oh no, and this is the first time I've seen it, like this is my first time having sex in this girl.
Yeah.
And did you know girls bleed, or you didn't know that?
Wait,
or was she on her period?
Nah, she was on her period. I think that's what I hope not. It's like when you pop a girl's cherry, you know?
Wait, so that was her first, but I thought you said she was down for everybody.
I guess she wasn't like fucking, but...
Oh, she was just out here. Because you know what? I know people like that who like in high school they were like labeled as hoes, but they weren't like fucking. They were just like out here.
Or maybe I was just like the biggest one out of everybody she fucked.
Oh,
with, you know?
sweetie, come on!
Well,
you have to lie to our fans. We're inviting you onto the show.
That's what she left. So she left it on my bed, and I was like, oh man.
Did she get embarrassed?
She did get embarrassed, but I didn't make a big deal of it. I told her, I don't know, like don't.
Men that make women feel embarrassed when things like that happen are garbage.
So
or not even embarrassed. They're just like, oh, I don't know. Like, girl, help me.
Literally.
Yeah, no, I didn't make a big deal of it. I was like, I just told her, don't worry about it. And then she dipped. But when she dipped, I go back and I scrub the fuck out of it. And I couldn't get it out. And it just turned to like light red. So I got scissors and I cut it.
Oh my God.
And then I flipped my mattress over.
Ew.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Still got the mattress.
Nice.
No, just kidding. It's a different mattress.
It's time to invest. I think you got the money. I think you got the money now.
Mattresses are expensive.
Guys, we're starting a GoFundMe for a new mattress for sale.
We're getting a new mattress. Yeah, that's not my first time.
Get 5 likes and we'll post a picture of it.
The stain that lost. It was you bleeding.
It was me.
Comment down below if that was you. You were the girl.
Right.
How old are you?
17. When I turned 17.
What do you guys think is the right age to lose your V card?
17.
Right? You think 17 is good?
Honestly, yeah, 17 and up, I think is, I mean, yeah, I guess. I feel like 16 and younger still feels a little like, maybe a little.
Yeah, maybe. It's a little, it's young.
Maybe, you know.
I think it's pretty young because anything younger than that, like you're a literal child. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I feel
like 15, you just left middle school. You know what I mean, babe? Like 16, you're like still kind of getting the ropes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, 17 and up, I'm like, okay, I guess that's. If I could still choose, maybe I still wait a little longer. But if you go like 17 and up, I think that's a good. It's not bad.
And I always thought like when you're like the high school experience, it's like when you're a freshman, you think about like, oh, I can't wait to go to like to be an upperclassman because you think about all the parties and all the sex. And I think that starts like junior year. And then junior year, that's when you're ready. I think you're like, what, 16, 17?
Yeah.
So I think that's when, but 17 is my goal.
That's what I've been telling my goddaughter because like she was like, oh, like an upperclassman like has a crush on me, and I'm like, girl, no.
No.
Like, why does he have a crush on you? You're a freshman. Like, no.
Yeah.
That's what I hate too. When the upperclassmen start going for the like
The younger.
lower, I'm like, girl, like you said, like you're fresh out of middle school.
Yes.
Like that's nasty.
Yes,
But
literally.
I didn't really think about it at the time. Cause I had a boyfriend who was like older than me, and he was way more experienced than me, and I regret it like very badly.
Yeah.
But I always had the dream of losing my virginity at prom.
At prom.
I didn't,
Did you?
but no.
But did you have sex on your prom night though?
No, I didn't.
Damn.
I got my ass beat on prom night bad. My mom fucked me up that night.
I remember.
Yeah.
The story.
I said something
I'm
else.
Sorry.
I thought you said I got my ass ate during prom. I was like,
Ew, that's
But-
adult shit. High schoolers should not be eating ass.
Please, not in high school.
No.
Not every guy has proper hygiene in high school. Please don't be.
Thank you,
nobody's
Saul,
ass.
for sharing your story with us.
Thank you. Round of applause, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you for being vulnerable.
Thank you. All right, next question.
Before we continue, sorry, can you pass me a Taste Salud packet? I ran out and I've been craving one, so I just want to drink one.
Let's just toss it in there right now, guys. We are currently having the guayaba flavor. This one is for hydration and immunity. It has 400 milligrams of electrolytes. Hey. 250 of Wellmune and 100 milligrams of elderberry. Honestly, every time I come, I've came like hungover and stuff, and whenever I have these, picks me right up. You guys already know it's our fave, not just because the Taste Salud homies are our faves, but because their product really is everything that they claim it to be. And it has 1 gram of sugar, so just that alone should convince you. If you guys want to get 10% off, go to their website and put the code BESTIES. That is 10% off with the code BESTIES at tastesalud.com. I'm going to wait for Vanessa. We're going to cheers.
I'm gonna shake it up real quick. Remember that show, Shake It Up?
I was just going to say that to you.
Did you like it?
No, I was like past my prime, to be honest.
Oh, I did watch it a little bit. Not like crazy. Like in passing, I watched a couple episodes.
I watched the beginning, like the first few episodes,
yeah.
but then I was like, okay, this is just, they just don't make these shows like they used to.
Yeah, I agree. So, cheers.
Cheers.
Sip. Try a little bit of ice, but it's still really good.
Love.
Okay.
Okay.
Next question.
Someone put to Steph, you helped me speak up for myself, and now I'm going through a divorce that I wanted to go through for a while now. Thank you. I knew I was worth more. Leo sisters. To Vanessa, how was it being a single mom? I'm adjusting to it, and I sometimes notice I take my anger out on my son, and I hate it. Well, I'm glad I inspired you. I know that's a tough decision to make, and it's not easy, and it's hard to ask for what you want, and then, you know, if they're not going to give it to you, for you to be like, okay, I'm going to give it to myself. So I do salute you. Sorry, let me read again. I forgot. Oh, that was it. But I'm glad you're doing things for yourself. I'm glad you're working on it for yourself and your son, because that's really difficult. Do you want to say something about that?
Yeah. Before I say my part, again, I agree with Steph. I think it's incredibly hard to leave a situation that's not serving you, especially with a partner that you've had children with. I feel like adds an extra layer of difficulty, especially if a part of you had envisioned like a family with this person, since you already have a child, and I mean, you guys were already a family, so it's, you know, that's really tough. And regarding you saying that you feel like you sometimes take it out on your son and you hate it, honestly, it's tough. Dealing with anger is tough, because especially when we have like a short fuse, right? When we just like explode, and we've just been used to just kind of going off in that sense. And we tend to go off on the people closest to us that we feel like comfortable with. And, you know, could be you're like, in this case, your son, or a friend, a family member, a best friend, somebody that you're just close to, sometimes tends to get like the shitty end of the stick when it comes to anger. But honestly, the only advice I could give you is that you know why you're upset. Like, you know what's making you angry, you know like what's going on in your life. And I feel like when you take it out on others, it's a sign of you not taking care of yourself, of what's going on inside. Like you're just shoving it down and you're just, you know, you're ignoring it, and that is going to come out eventually in ways that you don't want it to come out. Hence you taking it out on your son. And as a mother who's like overcame that, it makes me sad, and I'm not judging you or anything, because like I know how hard it is, the guilt after when it happens as a mother, when we don't want to treat our children this way. And also how our children feel, you know, like they don't deserve that, they don't understand like what's going on. So like it's like a sad situation all around. But if I could give you any advice, is to just genuinely take care of yourself. Like really take note of what's going on. Help yourself in ways that you know make you feel better. And I don't know. I guess that's really all I can say.
That's super true, because I feel like I see it in you mostly that. And it applies to everyone, you know, like if you're not taking care of yourself, there's no way you're going to be able to love people the way they deserve to be loved.
People are going to be your punching bag. You're going to take it out on people, and that's just like how it is. And sadly, when we have children, it's easy to take it out on children because they're just there. And then especially if they're running around and they're yelling and, you know, they're just triggering you and they're being annoying and they're doing like all these million things. Like it's easy to just, for them to just be like, fuck, like just like let me take it out on this. I mean, I don't think it's intentional, but it's just kind of like it's the thing that just sends us overboard, and we like unleash it on our kids. And again, and I feel like that's just when you're not actually taking care of yourself, when you're just telling yourself I'm okay, distracting yourself, drinking, going out on your phone, doing things that aren't really serving you, like that doesn't mean you're taking care of yourself, you know. Just because you're not thinking about it doesn't mean you're actually dealing with what's going on. And if you're hurting and if you feel like you're angry about the situation, like reach for help. If you feel like you don't know how to do it, honestly, I feel like therapy is what helped me when I went through my separation with Ezra's dad. I genuinely feel like I was in a really bad place for a long time. I didn't fall into the category of where I unleashed my anger on others, but I did fall into like a severe depression, and I did have to go to therapy, and I had to do that for myself because I was like, I feel like I'm losing myself in so much grief of the family that I thought I was going to have. I was 3 months postpartum as well, so that made it even worse. And I had to get therapy. And, you know, and I know me, and I know you are upset, you know, the person who asked this question. But if you feel like it's manifesting in anger, you know, therapy can help you as well. And honestly, that's my suggestion, because I'm saying I didn't know what to do at that time. And I feel like a lot of people don't know what to do when they're kind of going through these things. All they know to do is distract themselves. And that's kind of like a hard thing to come out of if you're not the kind of person that's willing to do the research, you know, willing to take the time to kind of figure it out on your own. I recommend getting a therapist, like honestly, because you taking out your anger on your son is going to have lasting effects, not only on your son. It's not only going to affect the way he grows up and the way he deals with anger, but it's also going to affect the relationship you have with your son. And it's just going to affect your self-esteem, how you feel about yourself as a person. And if you're taking it out on your son, eventually you might take it out on other people. And it's just like, you don't want that snowball effect, you know, like now that you're aware that this isn't what you want, reach out for help. If you feel like you don't know where to start, I genuinely just think it's okay to ask for help.
Especially because I feel like people, like you said, like how it makes it so much more difficult with kids. It's because I feel like at that point, like you're dealing with two griefs, like the grief of your partner and your relationship, and like you said, like the grief of the family that you had already mentally prepared yourself you were gonna have. Because I feel like that's how it was with me. That it was obviously I missed the person and you know what we had and everything, but it was also that realization of like everything I envisioned for my life is now completely different, and I have to completely dream up a whole new life. And if I really, really wanted this last one, like I have to deal with letting that go. I have to deal with, you know, making a different one up. I have to deal with accepting that this other person is also going to have their own life, and I'm just going to have to sit and watch. And it's a lot of things. And like Vanessa said, like I feel like I haven't tried therapy, but I've been really thinking about it because, you know, it's hard. It's hard to handle your emotions on your own, especially if you literally don't even know how.
If you don't know how.
Yeah. So we're sending you so much love. Thank you. Also, I do want to preface, if I ever laugh when reading not uncomfortable, but questions that are hard topics. It's just my
It's a
reaction.
nervous,
Yeah,
it's a
I
nervous
get
laugh.
exactly. So
I have that too.
I wanted to apologize for that.
Okay. What are some of your goals for next year, besties?
Like for the pod or for each other or like ourselves?
I think in general.
I think for the pod, I definitely want to see it grow to its full potential. I would love to, fully invest in it. We've been talking about it, but kind of really put that into motion because I feel like we could do it.
Yeah, I think so. I think the potential is definitely there.
Yeah, we need to get our shit together. For myself, I think it's just the marathon. That's my main goal right now. Like I want to be able to say I did it.
Yeah.
Because I see the videos of like the I guess route, and it blows my mind. I'm like, I'm willingly gonna run all of that. That's crazy.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, I feel good right now. I'm joining a new running club. It's my friends, but I'm excited. I think I'm gonna do good. So that's my goal for next year.
Some of my goals, I wanna become a gym girly, but just for health reasons. I think I feel like now that I turned 26. It's so true what they say. Once you enter your late 20s, a lot of shit starts happening, and you're just like, with your body, they're just like, oh my god, like I'm getting old. And I feel like I do mainly live what's that word when you're just like not active?
I have no idea.
Like that lifestyle sedimentary. No, that's not the right word.
Isn't that a rock?
Yeah. I don't know. Well, yeah, I live like a rock.
A sedimentary life.
Yeah. Comment down below what it is. I know y'all know. I live a pretty non-active lifestyle, and I want to be more active. I want to just get stronger. I feel like I can't do the monkey bars anymore, and that makes me really sad because when I was in elementary school, I was the monkey bar queen.
It's hard, but
Yeah.
I mean, I never thought about it, but obviously you could do it in. You weigh like 10 pounds when you're little. Like, it's easy.
My older sister than me, she could go through them. So
damn, we're gonna have to go to the park after this. I don't think I've tried the monkey bars in forever.
Of course, you're gonna be able to fucking do it, girl. You can do pull-ups. You can fucking do something.
But I can't hold myself. Like, holding yourself with one arm is really difficult.
You can do it.
Okay, but let's just do it for fun.
Oh, girl, I'll watch you because I already know I can't. I tried recently, but my goal right now is just to be able to do monkey bars again.
That's a good one.
Yeah, thanks.
When I first started the gym, my only goal was to be able to touch my toes. I had never been able to bend over and like touch my toes.
And now you can.
And now I can. Now I can do the splits.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, but it took me 3 years. So like, it takes a long time.
Yeah. So I just want to be a gym girly, and I also want to start. I want to stop ignoring my needs.
Love.
Because I feel like I definitely, now that I moved in with Steph, that's been fun. We'll get into it. I've realized, I've been having this realization, but how much I try to focus my attention on the people around me, my friends, my family, my son, my relationships, and it's all been a way for me to like ignore myself. Like, what do I want to do with my life? What do I do in my day-to-day? Like, what do I need to do to make myself happy? How do I help myself when I'm sad? Things like that I just feel like I don't really have answers to, like a lot of questions that I feel like are so basic. And I'm 26 now, and like I know I'm still young, so I'm not really panicking, but I really want to just bring my awareness and my attention back to who I am. Like, what makes me happy? What am I curious of? Like, what do I want to learn about? Just things like get into everything that just sparks my curiosity, that sparks a passion, anything, and just tend to me. Like, I don't want to be, besides my son, I don't want to be worried about a boy. I don't want to be worried about my family. I don't want to be worried about anything that doesn't serve me. Obviously be there for my friends, but my extra energy, like, for me, not trying to see where I can put it, because I feel like I'm such always calling my friends, always, like if I'm driving or if I want to go out, like I'm always calling people, and it's like, I do that because I don't like being alone. Like, I feel like I'm very codependent on people around me, and it's being codependent is hard to get out of. And I feel like I've done a lot of working on that, but now I need to just really like bring it home and really just kind of begin
fully
to
embody
really
it.
get to know myself, really just be all about me. And that's it. That's really my main goal.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I love that. I feel like we're both going through our healing journey together, and it's nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next question. Are you going to use the platform you have to discuss the current genocide happening? I do want to say something about it, not too much, but I feel like topics like that are very sensitive, and I would hate to put out information that's not correct. And I think it's one of those things where, you know, every individual needs to do their own research and do their own kind of like critical thinking on it. Vanessa said we agree with each other. We obviously, we stand with Palestine and the people and the families, and all the families hurting, and, just what's happening. It's very, very devastating. But unfortunately, I think it's one of those things where there's people that are so much more knowledgeable that can give so much better information on everything.
Mm-hmm.
We do as much as we can. There's, in my personal page, there's a link to donate. There's so many websites to donate. Personally, like, I stopped going to Starbucks and, trying to figure out McDonald's,
and Disney.
Yeah, just trying to figure out like ways that you can help from all the way over here, because it does, in no way does it compare, but it does get overwhelming trying to live your life and remembering constantly, there's something,
people suffering.
So yeah, there's people suffering. So just make those changes that you feel are going to aid in the best way.
Yeah.
And it's really the best we can do. Like I said, do your own research, really, really look into it, because it's something very, very important, and it's something.
And it's tough because it's been going on for centuries, guys. Like this war, like
decades, yeah,
decades. And it's like, it's tough because we're seeing the war now, like in our this era, right?
Because of social media and all that, yeah.
But this has been going on for so long,
yeah.
And it's really, to me, it just genuinely makes me sad that there's so much hate. That this is how things have to be handled in the world. Like, there's people don't agree, and it's just like, let's just bomb. Like, what? Like, let's just kill anyone and everything. Like, that to me is incredibly sad. And the feeling of helplessness, like, doesn't even begin to describe like what I feel. But to me, besides all the things that Steph mentioned of what you can possibly like do, like donate and like stop going to these, giving your money to these corporations that are signing with Israel, I also believe that what we're seeing is a huge like testament of hate, so you can choose to be a testament of love in your day-to-day life.
Yes.
If you see someone in your life that needs help, whether it's a homeless person, a friend, a family member, in any way that you can help, doing an act of kindness, even if you don't feel like they need help, you just reach out to someone you love and just, I don't know, there's so many ways that you can show kindness to the people in your life, and there's so many ways that you can show kindness to people that you don't know, people that you see on the street, and you can help. You can like lend a lending hand and do little like impacts of change, little things that can help the world, because I feel like there's so much going on, and it's sad when we feel like helpless against it, like we're not in control of the things happening, but we forget that we do have control over like our surroundings here. And
I feel like that's people also forget the power of paying it forward,
Yeah.
being kind to one person, that person being kind to another person, that that little domino effect, especially like you said, because I feel like in situations like these, they're always handled with hate. Like, you don't agree with me, like, you're a fucking this and you're that and whatever, which is valid because it's something so intense that's happening. But it's also, I think, like you said, like, if there is so much hate in the world and you're watching it, then put out more love. That's really as like the best we can do, living in a very privileged country and in a very privileged situation. Because unless you're gonna get up and go out there, then just do the best you can in the best way that you can. And I do think social media is important to kind of use your voice. I personally have been trying to post, like, I posted, a few books and authors, like Palestinian authors that are kind of talk about that experience. Not because I don't want to post the war. I just think so many people are posting the war that it's also nice to be reminded, like, okay, there's other ways to learn about it without having to visually
It's
see
so
it.
sad. I can't see it.
Because not everyone can handle it.
I hate seeing things like that. It
Yeah,
breaks my
and a
heart.
lot of people say, like, oh, if you can't handle it, like, think about how they're feeling living through it. Like, that's 100% valid, but not everyone can handle it. Like,
Yeah.
not everyone can see those things and just move on with their lives and just, you know, and it's difficult. It's a very difficult and it's a very sensitive situation. So I think you guys should do your research and kind of make your own opinions about it. So that's really all I have to say about that. Thank you for bringing it up, though. I do appreciate, you know, you guys questioning us even on topics like that. So the next question is being a single dad a turnoff? Yes. Just kidding. I think it's a turnoff if the person you want to date doesn't want kids. That's really only I don't see why it would be.
I think it's a turn off if you're a bum.
No,
if you're a bum dad.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Obviously, I'm a single mother, so, like, you know, I can't judge here. I wouldn't. Not that I would, even if I didn't have kids. I don't think being a single dad, you know, is a turn off because things happen for a reason. You know, I'm single, so I get it, you know. But like I said, if you don't take care of your children, that to me is ugly. That's a turn off. And women that actually, like, care will notice. Like, once you go on a date with a single dad, you can tell. Or once you start, like, going over to their place or, like, you know, just interacting with them more, like, we can tell if you're a bum dad or not.
How? What's the red flags?
If they always want to kick it with you and you don't feel like they kick it with their kids. Like, if they're always posting, going out and, like, you know, I just feel like, well, who knows? Because some people do post going out and they don't post their kids. Like, I don't really post Ezra anymore, but that's more for privacy reasons.
But also, it's
I'm
like
with
you
him all the
said,
time.
like, if you're with this person all the time, you're like, when are you spending time with your kid?
I do think that. Like, because I follow some guys who I know have kids and they post going out every single weekend, like, just out drinking. And I'm like, what weekend is for your kid? Because, like, you could be like, I have my kid during the week, okay, but, like, fun shit happens during the weekend. You can do fun shit during the weekend with your kid. That tells me a lot, like, personally.
Yeah, especially because you're like that. Like, you're always like, oh, I wish Ezra was here. Like, like, if you don't have him, or, like, you're always like, hey, I want to be with Ezra. And, like, that's so fair because most people don't. You're right. Like, I do notice a lot of parents, like, they're like, oh, well, I already had him this day. Ask for him again.
Yeah,
isn't that your kid? Don't you want to be with him?
Literally. No, yeah. And honestly, like, I can totally understand needing a break. Like, 100%. Like, but I compete, like, by following a guy's page, like, just seeing, like, if you post, like, your day-to-day life, I'm obviously going to tell, like, how often you have your kids. It's going to be a given.
So true.
And also, too, I imagine, like, once you start, like, interacting, if you're a mother, I feel like you'll be able to pick up on this. Maybe not as good if you're not a mother or a father, but, like, just also, like, the way you see them interact with their kids, I feel like that's very telling of, or, like, if you go over to their place, like, how many kid stuff do they have laying around?
Oh, true,
you know?
true.
Are they the type that pack me a bag? Why do I need to pack you a bag? Like, you don't got stuff for your kids at your house? Like,
damn.
you know?
I actually just saw that where, like, a mom was, like, refusing to, like, send her kids with anything because, like, not because of her, but it's like your dad needs to pick the
he needs to buy you stuff. Have stuff at the house, like a room. If not a room, okay, but like a drawer with your stuff, space in the closet for your stuff, toys, like your own toys, like, you know, like, just a lot of people, you'd be surprised, like. I'm not saying about me and Hugo, right? Don't be over here making assumptions. Like, we're good. Hugo's a great dad. But I'm just saying, I'm talking about, like, you know, friends of a friend of a friend of a friend.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways, next question. Hey, besties. Why do guys ghost you after 2 months, even after you've been loyal to him? So many reasons. I hate when I get questions like this because it could literally be so many things.
But also, this is what I feel.
Okay.
To me, 2 months is just not enough time to get to know a person. Like, if somebody's ghosting you after 2 months, then
they
just
don't know
move
you
on
anything.
from that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, babe, to say it like that.
Unless you guys have been like you guys were like, okay, we're dating, like you've been talking, and then you were like, you know what?
Exclusive.
Exactly. And then 2 months later, like they ghost you, then that's just them being a dick. There's really no other reasoning for that. But if you guys just kind of are like getting to know each other and like, you know, kind of diddly-daddling around and like barely, to me, that's just being a little dramatic. Like, just move on from it.
Is the guy an asshole for not letting you know why? Of course. But in the reality of the things, you shouldn't need a person to give you a reason. If they felt like you weren't worthy enough of an explanation or just worthy to be around, that's a reflection of them. You know, it's not a reflection of you. Like, obviously, take care of yourself. It does suck. I know it hurts, but obviously that just means there's better out there for you. Why would you want to be with a guy who literally doesn't even want to be around you? Like, just think
who can
about
just
that.
cut you off that quickly.
Yeah, think about that. Why would you want to be around someone that doesn't want to be around you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that just, you should never want to go after someone that doesn't want to stay with you. Like, let them leave, because I promise what is meant for you will come to you. And also, I don't know, like,
that's really it to me. Like, if he doesn't want to be there, then why do you want him there?
Yeah, I don't know more info. I would need more info about you, about him, to really go more in depth. But I feel like in the surface, that's like really all I can say.
Do better, baby girl. Don't let yourself get treated like that. If you, oh wait, wrong one. Would it be selfish to break no contact even if you don't want to get back together with your ex? Yeah.
Yeah. Because especially if they do want to get back with you, that sucks, because you're kind of giving them like hope, you know, like
just because you're lonely, probably.
Yeah. So I think it would, if you know for a fact they don't want to get back with you, then I mean, I don't see why you would want to waste your time like that.
Yeah, like we said in the.
But I would need more details to really go into like the selfish thing. But if you could change lives with a celebrity, who would it be? Ooh, I really gotta think about this one. Let me see.
I'm gonna say Zendaya. Only though because I think she's very successful, and I think she handles she handles her success very well. And she is just loved so beautifully that I would love that. Yeah. You know, and like I feel like she has like a good family and good morals. I would love to switch with Zendaya.
Could you see yourself having sex with Tom Holland? No,
I'm sorry. We'd have to break up. No, I'm just kidding.
Who would you get with? If you broke up with Tom Holland, who would
I would go back to Jacob Elordi.
She dated Jacob Elordi?
I don't know. It was rumored, but they look so cute together.
There's pictures of them together?
Hanging out and stuff because of like Euphoria and stuff. Yeah. It was never confirmed because she's pretty private, but they looked adorable.
I would break up with Tom Holland and go after Michael B. Jordan.
Ooh, I don't think Michael B. Jordan and Zendaya are in tune.
Maybe just for one night stand.
True. You know what though? I would also switch live with Lori Harvey, but just to see what it feels like to have those abs.
Oh my god, and she's so gorgeous.
She is very.
She is so freaking gorgeous, honestly. I would trade spots. I know it's gonna be very like non-exciting. No, I can't. Never mind. Let me think about it a little more.
If I had to switch with a man, like a male lives, I would love to be Adam Sandler. I just feel like.
What do I look up to?
Oh, we're not looking up.
Like in the sense that like enough for me to want to trade lives. Right, you know what I mean? Like I don't feel like I think about celebrities
enough. To be fair though, I would switch with any of them bitches. I just want to be rich.
Okay, that's low-key what I was thinking. I was gonna say Kylie Jenner, but I was like, oh, I don't want bitches to think I want to be Kylie Jenner. It's just really that lifestyle. Yeah. I wanna see what that lifestyle's about for just like a day. A week. Give me a week. Let me take a vacation. Somewhere, please. Not enough. I need to go to the spa. And then I'll get back. Because I just feel like all men want to fuck Kylie. I'm sorry, like even if it's a one night stand, so I feel like I could bag any guy that I want, you know, just for one night.
Damn, she be getting bitches.
I'm gonna pick up one little dude. I'm gonna take him to an island, you know, just live kiki a bit, and then.
Would you have? Can you imagine yourself having sex with Timothée Chalamet?
Yeah. Oh. And then after I dump him, and then I'd go after Michael B. Jordan. Or maybe I'll call up William Levy and be like, "Hey, daddy."
You can do a little. That's true. Kendall's dating Bad Bunny. Why can't you date a Latino?
Oh my god, I'd be Kylie Jenner and I'd be problematic, and then I'd hit up Benito and I'd be like, dude, let's just fuck one time and we'll never tell Kendall.
Oh my god.
We'll never tell her. And then after like a week before the wedding, I'll leak our sex tape like him.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm This is gonna ruin their whole family, bro.
We're plotting to bring down
scandal.
the Kardashians. Don't let us switch lives with no one.
We're gonna make a mess. The timeline is gonna be fucked.
That is so funny.
All right. Comment down below, you guys. Who would you guys switch with?
Who do you think we should switch with? Who can you guys see us being?
And also, who would you switch with? And I want to know why.
Please. Your reasoning.
We're gonna shout out the next whoever says the best one. We're gonna read it at the next
pod.
Before we continue with today's episode, we're going to shout out our besties at HelloFresh. What is HelloFresh? With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Hosting this holiday, HelloFresh Market has just what you need to please a crowd without the hassle, from photo-worthy charcuterie boards to mouth-watering desserts. Just like always, HelloFresh's ingredients travel from farm to your door, so you know what they're fresh and everything arrives pre-portioned, so you can get right to cooking quick. Being young and learning how to cook, honestly, HelloFresh has saved me the hassle of having to buy a cookbook or watch videos because everything is already done for me. The ingredients, the portions, everything is ready for me to just throw it on the stove, in the grill, whatever. And it's just so easy. It's so convenient. And honestly, I love it so much. It's been a lifesaver. Go to HelloFresh.com/bestiesfree and use code BESTIESFREE for free breakfast for life. 1 breakfast item per box while subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life at HelloFresh.com/bestiesfree with code BESTIESFREE. Thank you, HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Now, back to the episode. How do you prepare for a first date? I'm nervous. Ooh. Congrats.
Get drunk.
If you're really nervous, have a couple shots, take the edge off. Not too drunk, because obviously you want to be able to get to know them and, And
you want to make sure you're safe.
Yes.
Just to kill the nerves.
Yeah, just like 1 or 2 or 3, depending on your tolerance. For me, it would be 3 because I have a really high tolerance. And as you guys probably heard from the freaking video, I don't know if you guys have seen Saul's murder mystery podcast that we did.
Please watch it.
Please go watch it, you guys. We'll link it down in the description box. It is so good. And if you guys watch it all the way through, you will see a comment that Angel from the Kickback Crew made that the Kickback Crew, every time they see me, I'm drunk apparently. So it's because we run into it at events all the time. Will I ever admit that I might have a slight alcoholic problem? No. Do I? We'll never know. But I will say that you have to be an alcoholic, you have to drink more than twice a week, and I do. So there's that.
And we did.
You draw the conclusions.
You know what? Let me drop the recipe to this bomb ass drink me and Vanessa had, and we got so hammered, and it was so much fun.
It was amazing. We're gonna have them again tonight.
Yeah. Okay. It's a probiotic soda.
Poppy.
It was a raspberry flavor with all natural tart cherry juice.
We got them at Sprouts.
Yes. And then you just add a shit ton of vodka because you can't even taste it at all.
The tart cherry juice really just hides it really well because it's so concentrated. And the poppy brings a little bit of that carbonation, raspberry. You can't even taste, you could taste more of the carbonation really. And honestly, you guys, not one fucking lick of vodka could you taste. And it's crazy because she poured 2 shots to begin with, and then once we would be like halfway down the cup, she'd shove more freaking vodka in there, and we still couldn't taste it.
And we weren't even hungover the next day. We were like a little sleep deprived, but
not hungover because we went to sleep at 5 a.m, so of course we're gonna be sleep deprived. But we were not hungover at all, you guys. And we drank 3 of these glasses, and we were feeling buzzed. We were buzzed for sure, and it was a breeze. 10
out of 10. So drink one of those so you can feel cute too.
Another way to prepare. Are you planning on sleeping on the first date? A lot of girls do it. No judgment, no hate here. Do whatever feels good for you. And if you are, shave, wax,
pamper yourself.
Moisturize, exfoliate.
Yes.
Pluck your eyebrows, make sure they're nice and clean. If you don't get a tongue scraper, please get one. Everyone watching, we've let you guys know you need a tongue scraper.
We are floss.
Yes, all good things. Get your feet done. If you're wearing heels, please have your toes done. If you can't afford to get them done, just paint them yourself, you know? Quick little one, too. Layers. What else?
I think those are good. I just think it's one of those things where like if you feel like you look good, you feel good.
And also remember that you are on that date to see if you like this person. Please don't think, oh, I hope they like me. Oh, I hope I'm saying the right things. Fuck that. Be yourself and act like you're interviewing this man for a position at your company. Do you like this person? Like, what's he about? Like, does he make you laugh? Don't try to be the funny one. Yeah, be yourself. So if you're naturally yourself and you're funny, cool. But I just can't. I can't help but think one time of this conversation that I had with this person when I was in high school. And I remember I was so distraught because like we stopped talking, and I was like, oh, but he was so funny and this and that and the third. And then I was talking to like my cousin, and she was like, bro, but like, was he really being funny, or were you the one like cracking the jokes, and then you guys would laugh together? And I was like,
were you just thinking he was cute and you were just like cackling it up for him?
And I was like, oh my gosh, you're right. Like I was the one cracking the joke, so he would just laugh. So in my brain, I was like, oh, he's fun. No, I was the funny one. He wasn't the funny one.
I love that.
So girls, please, men, please, not men.
This ladies, isn't for you. This is right. For the girls.
This is for the girls only. You're really there, but I'm just kidding. Men too. When you're on a date, I think it's just really about seeing if the person is a good fit to you, and not like on a judgmental way. Like this is why people fall into relationships and then they're heartbroken later, because they want to rush into things when they're dating. They just want to be in love so bad that they just, attach themselves to the first person that they meet just because they're cute, just because they had like one good conversation. No, a lot of people are cute. A lot of people will have good conversations with you, but will a lot of people be aligned to fit in your life? No. And that's what dating is for. Get to know the people. Take it really slow. It is impossible for you to meet one person one time and automatically be in love. That's not normal. That's you wanting to be attached to this person. That's your brain wanting you to be saved by a person. You're gonna fuck yourself over in the long run. Don't. Take it slow, you guys. Get to know these people. What are their minds like? How do they treat their family? How do they treat their friends? How do they treat themselves? How do they treat you? Like, these are all things that need to be looked at before you think, oh, do I want to be in a relationship with this person?
Especially considering that realistically, that person is probably thinking that exact same thing about you. Like, that person is probably like, oh, I'm going to go see if I even like this person.
Especially if they're men.
Yeah.
Men have this amazing ability of being able to put their feelings aside and being like, let me see if I really fuck with this girl or not.
Yeah.
So, ladies, please do the same thing. Please, you will save yourself a lot of heartbreak in the future. All right, moving on.
What do you guys think about having a roster? 10-10. Do it.
Honestly, like if you know that you're just out dating and having fun, yeah, like why not?
I just feel like
a roster to me, I hate the connotation to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But in reality, to me, that just means like you're dating, you're meeting people. Like
my roster is just whoever hearts my Instagram stories.
See, like so just if you're out there meeting several people and you're dating, having fun, getting to know people because you're not rushing into a relationship, that's fine. Have a roster. Do what you gotta do.
Okay, it says, Vanessa, how have you been able to move past all the hurt your mom has caused you?
Good question. To summarize it, because I feel like I've talked about this so much. I think it's had to be in understanding how she grew up. I feel like that was a big thing that helped me to understand that she was also hurt a lot growing up. Didn't have the best childhood, married very young, married to an abusive husband, abusive emotionally, Again, my dad as well. It wasn't intentional. He also grew up very fucked up. And it's cliche, but hurt people,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't expect my mother to be a good version of a mother. She didn't have one herself. So I feel like I've been able to move past it because I forgave her. And also because I think about my life and all the people I've hurt and all the people that have graciously forgiven me for all the hurt I've put them through. And it's like, if people have been able to forgive me, and I can also hurt my mom. I can also forgive my mom. And I've also hurt my mom as well because I've been hurt by her. And it was just like a back and forth. So it's like in order to like be like at peace with myself and my life, I need to forgive her. And I need to, just how I want people to forgive me, I need to forgive her. And forgiveness is not for the other person. It's for you, because if you don't forgive someone, the hurt stays with you and you replay it, and you replay the scenarios, you replay the things that were being said, you replay everything, and you keep, you know, bringing it up in your body. You feel tense, you feel angry, you feel sad, you feel all these things, and because you can't let it go. And it's like, if you don't forgive, you're just fucking yourself over. I set boundaries with my mother. The moment my mom tries to act out of pocket now, I just walk away or I leave, and I don't take it to heart because I understand that she's not able to be the version of the mother I want, you know, because she's not going to change her ways. She is set in her ways. She's already a grown old woman, Latina woman, you know, raised in a very chaotic environment of the past times. And I just accept her for who she is, love her when I can. And when I feel like I just need a little break from her, I give her a break, you know. I moved out. That's also helped a lot. But in reality, it's just that all that. Just replay everything I said. But yeah, that's what. That's what's helped me the most.
Beautiful answer. Beautiful answer.
Steph, how are you with everything that has happened this year?
Do a little thing. No, I'm good. I mean, you know, I'm as good as I can be. Everything, but I feel like I'm in a mental position right now where I'm acknowledging that my life is not great right now, and I'm just writing it through, because that's what I was doing when I was happy. Like when I was in a state of mind where I was always happy and I never thought I'd see the end of it. Like it did come to an end. And so that's how I'm taking it with sadness as well. Like I'm like, okay, I'm sad right now and I've been sad for a while, but I'm not going to be sad forever, and it's not going to be bad forever, and eventually things are going to turn around. So that's how I've been kind of dealing with all of that.
Okay. How are you girls so confident and able to wear whatever you want? Love you, girls. Love you too, girl.
Love you. Thank you.
I will say I have had a struggle with this growing up, because I feel like growing up in high school, I've said this before, but to me, skinny was like a Victoria's Secret skinny. And because my body I wasn't that skinny, I had little rolls here and there, I always felt like that automatically meant fat. And so I wouldn't like to wear pants that like had my rolls out, or when I sat I would cover my stomach, or I wouldn't like to wear certain shirts that showed my stomach too much and things like that. But I think what's helped me honestly has been, in a way, social media and just being in spaces where people like to take up space, because I see people of all shapes and sizes take up space, like extremely thin people, extremely teddy bear people, like everywhere, everyone. I've been in spaces and social media has shown me that people just embrace themselves, and any negative thoughts we have about any kind of body type, any kind of skin tone, any kind of feature is just like society's conditioning of what is ugly, and that's not right to me. I feel like obviously there's a standard of what society considers to be conventionally attractive, but in reality, we all come in different shapes and sizes and with different features and skin tones and all these things. And everyone is beautiful in their own way. And I think that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What you think is cute, someone could think is ugly. And like with that sentiment, then just be fucking happy, you know? Because you could be the hottest person on earth and there are still people who think you're ugly. And you could be the ugliest person on earth and there's people that will still think you're like gorgeous. So it's like with that mentality, it's like, all you really can do is love yourself. Like if you feel like there's people in the world telling you that you shouldn't, more to reason to be the one to love yourself, to accept yourself, to stand up for yourself. Think of yourself as a little kid and people being mean to you, and you are the big, finally adult version, like taking care of that little kid. You would never let anybody call that little kid ugly.
So sweet.
You would never let anybody bully that little kid. You would never let anyone say anything mean to that little kid. You would love and protect that kid, and you would make sure that that little kid knew that they were amazing and they were loved. So think about that whenever you're thinking about yourself and thinking about being mean to yourself or saying mean things to yourself. And wear whatever the fuck you want to wear. And I will say this, if you have trouble wearing anything, you're not going to get past that fear of wearing those types of stuff unless you do it. You're afraid of wearing crop tops. The longer you avoid them, you're always going to be afraid of wearing them. Just wear them. Start wearing them around your house. If you feel like, damn, they're cute, like I would like to wear them, I feel like I could wear them around my house. I just feel scared when I'm outside my house. Just keep wearing them around your house. Take pictures of yourself in them. Just keep doing it. And then eventually you will feel comfortable enough to be like, fuck it, I'm going to go out in public. With anything that you feel like, oh, I really like this, but I'm just afraid of judgment. Just keep doing it. The more you avoid it, the more the fear is going to build up. And then the less likely you are of wearing those things. But honestly, I really do think it's just about having your own back, you know, and not giving a fuck what people say. And yeah.
I love that you said taking pictures, because I'm such an advocate for taking pictures, simply because it happens with me. Like, I'll wear something and I'll be like, oh, I kind of look nice in this. And I'll take a picture and I'm like, oh my God, this looks terrible. And like days later or weeks later, I'll look back and I'm like, damn, I look really good.
Why
like,
did I think it was bad?
Yeah, like, why am I talking down on myself? But I feel like with confidence with me, I don't know if you guys have seen Euphoria, but there's this, have you seen Euphoria?
Yes, I love it.
The scene where, I don't even know her name. The
Cat?
Not Cat. The why does everyone something Latina. What's her name? Maddie. There we go. She's doing Lexi's makeup and she's like, I feel stupid. And she's like, why? She's like, everyone feels stupid. And she's like, do you feel stupid? And she's like, I did. She's like, and then I just chose not to.
Yeah.
And then she just says like how confidence is all just like, nobody really knows if it's real or not. And that
fake
is
it till
so,
you make it.
Yeah, that's so true.
Once you start faking it and you're out there, yeah, it might be nerve-wracking, but then when you realize that people buy it, you're gonna be like, but damn, I don't really feel confident. Yet people bought it. You realize that it's really a state of mind. Like, it's not really like
it's so easy to talk bad about yourself and believe that. Why is it so much harder to believe, like, if you're saying, I think I look good, why do you have to convince yourself, no, I don't?
Because you're worried about what other people are gonna say.
Yeah.
And that's what fucks you over.
Yeah. That's the main one.
Bring your power back to yourself. Stop giving a fuck what anybody thinks. Because look, worst case scenario, you're gonna go out there and someone's gonna take a glance and they might be like, oh, that doesn't look good. And they're gonna go on about their day, because everybody is preoccupied with themselves. Everybody is thinking about themselves. Everybody's more concerned about their lives, what they're wearing. Nobody really cares about what you're doing.
And if they do, it's just because they're uncomfortable with themselves.
They're also in that same struggle of you, not being able to wear what they want to wear, not being happy in their own skin, not loving themselves, not being confident. So break that cycle. You break out of it. For yourself, love yourself, choose to wear what you want to wear, and I promise everything will fall into place.
Love. We are dropping knowledge today.
Hell yeah. Tips on moving in with a significant other. Pretty nervous but excited.
I just think talk about your boundaries. Like, talk about what you're willing to compromise and what you're not right at the beginning, no matter how uncomfortable, no matter how awkward you feel.
And be completely honest about how you live. Please.
Yeah.
If you don't like washing dishes, say that. If you don't like picking up after yourself, say that.
And if your partner's like, hey, I don't like this, is a non-negotiable, then you yourself, as someone that you're choosing to morph your life with this person, either do better or figure out a way to like if you don't want to wash dishes, buy a dishwasher.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want to do certain things, then find ways that you're going to be able to manage it without having to just be like, well, I'm not going to do that, and you already knew that about me, and and
at that point it's up to the other person. Like, if that's a non-negotiable for you, if your partner tells you, I don't like to wash dishes, and you know that's one thing you absolutely hate, you say you hate seeing dirty dishes and you hate it, and you're going to be complaining about it all the time. And if your partner is not coming to you with a solution, or you guys are not coming with a compromise that feels good to you, then it's up to you to be like, you know what, this is something I can't live with. I think it's best if we don't live together right now, you know?
Or if it's something you can't live with, then you do it.
Exactly. No, you have to talk about these things. You have to be really honest. You know, because do you like bringing people over all the time? You know, these are all the kinds of things you guys have to be really honest about because if not, if you guys don't have these conversations, it's gonna bite you in the ass later.
Yup, 10. Do not recommend on that.
Jinx it.
Go for it.
How to make friends in your 20s. I'm 22 and don't have friends, just my boyfriend.
Okay, I have one. I have yet to try it, but I'm excited to try it. I think the best way to make friends in your community is by creating hobbies and finding communities within those hobbies, which is what I found the easiest way to make friends. Like, I've been making a few friends from the gym, and it's simply because I spend all my time there. And you eventually start building up, you eventually get comfortable enough to ask someone a question, and then every day they start talking to you and whatever. And that can be applied anywhere. Like, if you have mutual hobbies with other people, then eventually you're gonna start finding your friendships through there. I think that's the easiest if you're nervous and
Also, maybe you can message girls on IG that you follow that you might be like, oh, this girl's pretty, or she seems fun. Maybe just respond to a story, or like, oh my god, girl, that looks like a lot of fun, or oh, I like your outfit, or just start a little small talk, and then maybe you guys can build up a conversation. definitely, I would urge you to make friends. There's this app, Bumble. They have a friend section where you can meet friends. You don't have to meet like a partner. It's a Bumble but a friends version. Um, I know there's several other apps as well to make friends. I know my cousin told me she's in this Facebook group from her city where you can meet people, and they post like little gatherings, and the people on the group post events that you can like pull up to. So it's like there's so many ways to meet friends online, and I agree with Steph. You know, I feel like the only way to meet people in person is putting yourself in places where you could meet like-minded people. Like if you like pottery, taking a pottery class. If you like piano, taking some piano lessons. If you like, live music, go to places with live music. And honestly, it's gonna take a lot of courage, to make small talk with people next to you or start a conversation. Really putting yourself out there. But I think it's important, especially if you only have your boyfriend, because I think it's really important to be individuals in a relationship as well. I know there's couples out there that can be happy being with their partner 24/7, and they make it work. But I think for the most part, most relationships get tired of that really quick. So I think it's important for you to have your own time, your own friends. That way you and your partner can feel like you miss each other, and you guys can keep sharing new things with each other, because eventually you get to a point where you know everything about your partner, and then you're like, oh, well, what now? And that's because you're not growing individually. You guys are not individually going out creating new experiences so that you guys can come back and share those new experiences. Or also, so it's just like it's really important. It's more important than you guys think. So don't get taken away with the feeling of, oh, I just love my partner, I want to be my partner all the time. Because I feel like in the long run, it bites most people in the ass. So I think it's good that you're thinking about wanting to make friends. And I hope your boyfriend is supportive of you making friends.
Yeah, exactly.
If he's not, that's a red flag. All right, next one.
Most and least rewarding thing that comes from doing the podcast. Wow, what a good question.
You go first.
I think the most rewarding is this, like, just the fans always reaching out and saying such kind things, and
I love that.
we help them.
I love meeting people in person.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. My least rewarding, I guess. Oh, I wouldn't say rewarding. I just think the least thing I like about doing the podcast is it's like it's not my least thing, but it is hard to kind of just be vulnerable on here and open up to judgment like that. But I do think it's helped me in other senses of like applying that. Like when I get negative comments here, I'm like, oh, well, it's like when this person told me this, and I'm like, okay, well, if I can ignore this one, then I can ignore that one. So it's like I don't love it, but it has helped me, I think, grow as a person. Like all the negative comments and all of that. So that's
most rewarding, I agree with what you said, and also like being able to meet people, like the guests we've had on, the experiences we've been able to have, like all the opportunities we've had. I think that too. I think that's been really cool. The least rewarding thing, I honestly don't think there's really anything negative about the pod. I feel like maybe the thing that I could say that I probably don't like from time to time is that we film every week, right? And it does require us to talk, have a conversation. And, sometimes we go through shit and the energy is not there, But because we love the platform and we don't want it to like start, faltering, we put in our best. And sometimes that means giving it even when we feel like we don't have it, So that might be a little like the least thing that I might say I like, that we sometimes have to push ourselves even when we don't want to. But I think just it does suck sometimes, but I feel like most of the time when we look back, we're always glad that we did.
That's what I'm saying. Like the least thing I like is still something that helps us.
That's still, it's still something that in the long run, we're glad that we did it.
Yeah. 3 things you love and dislike about one another.
Damn, y'all going in with this question today.
They're all, bitch, tell us. We've been dying to know.
Fuck.
Let me think.
I'm like,
I need another water in my throat.
I'm like, actually. Let's start with the 3 things I love about Steph. 3 things I love about Steph is that she's very giving. And not just like in the material sense, but because she is giving materially, but also just like in. But I just think Steph loves her friends very deeply, and she's always there for them, and she's just always willing to be there for her friends. And I feel like that's a breath of fresh air to me. So that's one thing I love about Steph. Another thing I love is that she's always willing to drink with me and have a drink and just forget about our problems together. And I love that too, because I feel like it's important to have friends that are willing to do like manic things with you and just
match your energy.
Yeah, just match your energy, you know, just good or bad. Just they're just willing to match it. And the third, there's just so much I can't decide.
There's only 2 things she likes.
I just haven't really thought about this question.
I know, me neither.
So we need time.
Here, let me give 2 then.
Okay.
I do want to say this is not new, but like now that we've been in close quarters, I love that you're such a good mom.
Oh, thank you.
Like you really are. It's so sweet. I feel like you remind me of my sister-in-law. Like she just always wants to be with my niece and just playing with my niece and like willing. Even like when like even though you say like, oh, I don't want to play, like I feel like I have not. Like, I still see you putting in the effort with Ezra. And honestly, guys, I'm not even joking. Her son is, like, the sweetest angel on the planet. Like, I figured, but you know how sometimes, like, you spend more time around kids and you're like, damn, this motherfucker's annoying. Like, no, I have not heard that man cry once. Like, he's so chill and genuinely, he's so open with his boundaries. Like, he'll be like, I don't like that. And, like, it's just so nice because it's like, okay, you're right. Like, my bad.
You don't have to guess around him.
Yeah, it's cool. So you're a very, very good mom. I love that.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna go back and say too, like you're very caring. Like I feel like I've been feeling that motherly love like towards me, and I very much appreciate that, and I love that because you do. Even before you had moved in, like you had already been checking on me constantly and stuff, and I love that. I feel like I needed that, so thank you.
Of course.
And third
thing. Let me try to think.
I love your sense of style. Like, I feel like you just always, like, you always look good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love that.
Those are my 3 things.
That. I love that Stephanie values my opinion, and she's always asking my opinion.
I do.
About a lot of things. So I love that. That's my third one. That I feel like she needs me.
Yeah, I do.
She needs me, and she's going to die without me. So...
Dislikes. I don't want to say dislikes because I don't really think there's anything. You know that we have. Go for it.
I think she needs to be nicer to herself.
We're
working on it.
I'll
give her that, and I think it definitely has gotten better.
Yeah,
but I think there's still some times where I see yourself beating yourself up, and I just want to like shake your little hand and be like, "Stop it, please."
But I have been so much better.
She has 100. I'll give you that.
Yeah, even like when I'm about to say it, I'll stop midway and I'll be like, "No, you know what? I'm not." Like even the other day, I was at the gym with a friend and I was gonna say something, and I was like, "Never mind." And he was like, "Just say it." And I was like, "No, because I don't want to put it out there." And he was like, "I know, but I know you don't mean it. Like I just want to know like what you were gonna say." And I was like, "No. Like I literally don't even want to say the words out loud. Like that's just a no." So that's how I've been working on it.
And that's good. That's a start, And let me see what else. I think that's really it.
Yeah, there's not really. I mean,
another one that I love. I love that she cries in front of me because none of my friends do, and I hate that shit because I'm such a crybaby. And it's like, oh, bitch, if you can't cry around me, like I get it because not everyone can cry around people. But it's like, oh, I need you to cry. Please show some emotion.
No, guys, legit. Vanessa moved in, and for like 2 days straight, we had just cried and cried and cried. I had left one day, and I was like, dude, like she came over here for peace, and I'm just bawling my eyes out.
It's a breath of fresh air.
So I'm not gonna say dislikes because I can't even think of them, to be honest.
She'll find out pretty soon.
Maybe we're living. Ask it again later. Ask it again later.
6 months into us living together, I'm pretty sure we'll come up with some. All right.
Let me see.
What's one thing adult you would tell 10-year-old you?
Take singing lessons and stick to it.
Ooh.
I would have loved to have stick to that.
I mean, you could still do it.
I know, but like,
you would have been now.
I would have been a singer now.
You're right.
Or like acting like I would have loved to continue to pursue that because now, like you said, like now I know I could do it.
Yeah.
And I would have worked towards it.
Been nice to know. Yeah.
Right, like back then.
For me, that you're capable of doing things. Like you can do things.
10-year-old's gonna be like,
Literally. But no one, I feel like no one ever had that talk with me, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I was just such a quitter.
Yeah.
And no one ever sat me down and was like, Vanessa, I know you feel like you need to quit because, you know, you feel like you're not capable and you get discouraged. But I just wish I had someone that I felt truly believed in me and truly took the time to maybe even hold my hand through some things.
Or develop your habits, because as a child, there's no way
you need adults for that.
Yeah.
That's what the adults around you are for, to help you, show you what it's like to be consistent, to show you what it's like to be disciplined,
to make you even when you don't want to.
Exactly. And I didn't have that. Yeah. So I would do that for my 10-year-old self.
That's a good one.
Do you ladies have the same or different taste in men?
Thankfully, we have very different taste in men.
I think very rarely Stephanie and I could be like, oh yeah, the guy you're talking to is cute, or like he's cute. Very rarely. Well, not very rarely. Like, we can say they're cute, but not our taste.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
but it's mostly me with Vanessa, because every time I think a guy is cute, Vanessa's like, oh.
But to be fair, the one she's talking to right now is really handsome.
He's a handsome man. Yes.
She's doing better.
She's helping me in that sense too. Yeah. That's funny. Do you guys believe in marriage? I still do. I just don't want to do it again.
I do, but I don't feel like I would. Like, if I met my partner and then I knew we were like devoted to each other, and he told me like, you know what, Vanessa, I don't really believe in marriage, I would be okay not getting married. I feel like I would like to get eloped. I feel like more than anything, I would just love to have like a little ceremony where we just tell each other our vows.
Yeah.
And just stare deeply into each other's eyes and then just cry, and then just like, even just like having 10 people in the room, like I wouldn't even want to have my whole family there. You know, like I would just like that precious, like vulnerable just moment of just pure love. And
have you seen Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah.
The Post-it note one?
Yeah.
Like, now when I look back on that, I'm like, that is so much more meaningful than any of the weddings they had. Because all the weddings that they had, everybody breaks up.
Or dies.
But I mean, Derek Shepherd died. You know what I mean? But like, I just feel like that is so... I completely agree. I think if I had to do it all over again, I would elope too. And it would just be like me and my partner, and then that's it. Like,
that would mean more to me than anything.
You're right.
But if I did that, if we had like a lot of assets, I would still drop some kind of contract. Asset-wise. Because you fucking never know. Motherfuckers be just like,
that is so funny.
Okay. Next, you read another one.
Do you think some deal breakers are just people expecting perfection in a partner? No.
Some. She says some.
Yeah, but I don't think people are expecting perfection. I just think people are working off of whatever last experience they've had.
So you never think a person could just be too like of a perfectionist and expecting perfect from a partner?
Maybe, but I just feel like that's them just being unrealistic, because nobody's fucking perfect. And Vanessa taught me that recently. That nobody's all good or all bad. So I feel like it's impossible. Like, you can't expect perfection because you're not perfect. So why would you expect that in return? Personally.
She says, do you think some deal breakers are just people expecting perfection in a partner? I feel like, let's do this. I'm assuming this person, so I don't know, is asking this because maybe somebody cut you off and you're thinking, well, you're just expecting perfect from me. Like, how is that a deal breaker? And I feel like we tend to take things personally. But I genuinely think it's you shouldn't take things personally if you feel like the deal breaker was dumb. Let's say, like, this is dumb. Why is this a deal breaker? Like, if someone tells you like you're not vegan, I'm sorry, that's a deal breaker, you might think that's dumb. Like, we don't gotta eat the same thing. But it's like, I just genuinely think some people are truly in tune with the kind of life they want to live.
Yeah.
And they know to the T, like, they know themselves well, and they know the kind of lifestyle they want. And I don't think it necessarily means you're a bad person or that you're not you're not doing good things or you're not good enough. But it's just, some people are just more clear on what they want.
Yeah.
Down to the T. And when you're not clear or down to the T on what you want, you have more room to give people like wiggle space, to give people like the benefit of the doubt, to accept more things that, you know, whatever. But And I think neither scenario is bad. You know what I mean? It's just more about the kind of person that you are.
Yeah. I feel like that's a huge thing, though, that people tend to react with anger when someone doesn't want to be with them anymore.
Yeah.
Instead of just looking at it. Obviously, if they're maliciously hurting you actively and you know that, then of course you're going to be angry. But if someone just chooses to... Not chooses, but, you know, if they have a different vision of what their life is going to be and you just simply don't fall into it, like, you really can't be upset about that.
You can't take it personal. Like, when you could be upset because maybe you want to be with this person, but you can't, like, hate them for it. Like, like, that's just them staying true to themselves. And it's like, and I hope that you're staying true to yourself, too, as well. That you're not just wanting, like, trying to ignore things from a person just because you want to be with them. Like, it shouldn't be that way. Like, you stay true to yourself as well. Like, everyone should stay true to themselves.
And it doesn't mean it's not gonna hurt and it's not gonna suck, and you can be angry, but be angry at the situation. It just I think you can't be angry at someone for knowing what they want and you just not being it. Like, because eventually, like, why, again, like we said last time, like, why do you want to be in someone's life who just doesn't want you there?
Exactly.
Yeah. Dealing with grief, girl.
It's a hard one, girl.
Girl, tell me. Girl. You tell me, baby girl. Because I think the best way is just to find somewhere to focus all that energy into and let it out there.
Productively.
Yes. Healthily.
In a healthy way. Create art. Move your body, whether it's dancing, working out, running,
anything you need. I feel like that's been the easiest.
Spend time with family members or friends
or don't stress you out
with family members. You know, depending if it stress you out or not. You know, cry for sure. Scream into a pillow. Release. Do some stretching.
Just let it out.
Journaling is a good one.
I haven't tried that one, but only because my hand gets tired. I'm like writing too fast, and I'm like,
you're creating smoke with your pencil. You're like,
exactly. And I'm like, SpongeBob. All I wrote is the.
Favorite Thanksgiving dish.
Mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I'm a whore for mashed potatoes.
Shout out to Pete Killa in the Murder Mystery podcast Thanksgiving video.
She also brought the bacon.
Ooh, those were some bomb ass mashed potatoes.
Also, I know it's like in Latino households, I know it's like kind of like basic, but I love me some tamales. Like, I'm such a tamale whore.
Yeah, my mom makes pozole every holiday.
I'm tired of it at this point. Give it up, Diaz. Switch it up, please. Let's give the pozole a rest.
Dude, it's because tamales take forever to get made. That's the only thing that sucks. I hate when like, ven, ayúdame.
That's why I love my family, girl. They whip them out. They don't even complain. They're just like,
love,
and they have some for the whole week.
But it's because you guys are a lot of women.
Yeah, it's a bunch of us. What else? You know what I fucked on that topic? I saw this TikTok that said, like, bro, like, we're losing, like, our ability to be adults in the sense that, like, we're the new generation that's gonna be hosting the cookouts, hosting Thanksgiving. And it's like, bitches don't know how to cook these days. Bitches don't know how to fucking even put
whip
the
up some
order in.
salsas.
Like, whip up, literally ask the carnicero for the right kind of meat. Like, what the fuck?
That is so
like,
true.
we need to step it up, y'all. We're gonna lose it. Well, I'm not. Y'all stay safe, but it's like,
I'm
y'all. I'm concerned for our Latino traditions, our culture, girl. We need to, especially here in the U.S., baby, we need to step it up. We need to do better. Y'all need to step in the kitchen. Y'all need to be paying attention to your mama's recipes. Y'all
ya no tienen manos de tortilleras no more.
Y'all need to record the damn video if that'll be easier for y'all. Come on, y'all need to step it up. Like, you know, y'all need to look at the way your mom washes your clothes to make sure you're doing it right. Like, how she mops. Like, y'all need to step it up. Like, like, we're losing our values, like, our traditions, y'all. Like, I'll be damned. I'll be fucking damned. Anyway,
guys, look at what you're doing to my friend.
You're stressing me out. Not stressing me out.
Would you girls ever do a blind date?
No, I'm sorry. I hate to admit it, but I'm still. You know what? I take it back. I'll do a blind date.
You know what we should do? We should do a blind date, but not like we pick them for each other, but we'll pick them in the same location so we're right next to each other.
And we at least care about each other enough to not be fucked up to pick like an ugly dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we kind of have a good idea of each other's likes and dislikes at this point. Like, I would be willing to do that.
Yeah, me too.
But if a random coworker came up to me and was like, "Oh, like, I want to set you up,"
Blind?
I don't know.
No way.
I'm
Show
sorry.
me what it looks
I
like.
would at least be like, show me a picture.
Yeah.
At least. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just not. I don't want to waste their time.
Yeah, like you said, I would only do it for someone I really trust.
Yeah. Okay. Favorite guest so far?
Hmm.
I'm sorry, but I love La Comadre.
I have a few. I love
I have
La
a few, but I
Comadre.
just love La Comadre so much because me and Comadre still stay in touch, and it's just like I just love him. I love him. He's the best. He's hilarious, and
I really
he's made me
love La
crack up.
Comadre. I loved Jose Quintero. He was really fun. Pati
Jose
from
was
Hija
cool.
de tu Madre.
She's cool too.
But
no, I'm sorry. You gotta say favorite. I'm sorry.
One
You gotta pick
favorite?
one. I'm sorry. Like, if we're holding a gun to your head right now, Stephanie.
I
be
would
fucking for real.
I would, but okay. To be fair, those two are the most I keep in touch with. And Fernanda. She was like way in the beginning, but
Yeah, I remember.
like those three are the ones that I'm we're on each other's close friends, and like I message them constantly. So that's why I would say they're my favorite. That like I just feel like I had
Okay.
like I created like more of a friendship with them.
Okay.
That's why they're my favorite. But if I really had to pick one, I'm also I don't like to pick. Fuck, fine. Okay, I'll pick Pati and Butt because I picked Pati. Pati was really cool. I really liked having her on, and I liked getting to know her.
Hija de tu madre?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. What do you wish to know what do you wish to be known as before you pass?
Ooh.
The baddest bitch in the IE.
Damn, you already known as that and you're alive.
I'm just like, I wish to be known as, I actually do dream of starting a charity.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So I just want to be known as someone that wanted to help the world in some way.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a tiny impact, even if it's just here in my city, you know?
Mm-hmm. I would love to be known as or remembered by, right? Like that's the same shit.
Yeah, like I think so.
You know what? I feel like this is going to apply regardless, though. I would love to be known for just the girl who had a lot of dogs, because I just love them so much that I would love to be remembered.
Don't be mad when I get you a dog for Christmas.
Oh, I won't. I won't buy myself a dog,
and
but
it's a stray. It's
Camila's little mutt boyfriend. My dog's bitch ass boyfriend. You're just opening even the minute.
We'll take you in. Don't worry.
I would love to be known as that.
Okay. Will Aaron ever be on Besties? No. I'm sorry.
To be fair, nobody had ever mentioned having Aaron on. So.
No, actually they have.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I hadn't seen.
Yeah, if you guys want him on, comment. If you guys want Aaron on, comment, and if you guys get enough comments, we'll bring him on.
Yeah. Any tips on how to practice self-love? I feel like we did earlier.
We gave some. Mm-hmm. But to just say some right now, stay away from people that don't make you feel good. Eat healthy. Say nice things to yourself in the mirror.
My main one that's been working the most right now is if I feel like garbage, I'm gonna dress up, because it really changes everything. Because if you feel like shit and then you look in the mirror and you're like, damn, I look like shit. Like I feel like I look like shit. Even if you don't, it really keeps, like, it only knocks you lower.
It confirms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think if you're feeling not great, then just put on, it doesn't matter where you're going. It doesn't matter if you're not going anywhere. Do your hair, do your makeup, put on your favorite outfit and just chill in that and take pictures and then be like, wow, like I look really good, and it's helping me. That's what's been helping me.
Make a list of all the things you love about yourself.
Yeah.
And if you feel like you can't think of things to put on that list, make a list of things you want to embody.
Mm-hmm.
And then practice self-love by trying to embody those every day. Pick one off the list and practice one every day. You don't gotta do the whole list every day. Just one. Start with one, and then work your way up the list. What life-changing experience made you wake up and want to experience more things?
The time I got roofied. No, I'm just kidding. I woke up and I was like,
I'm just glad I woke up
in my bed. I feel like travel always makes me feel like that. Just changing your perspective and changing your point of view on the world, because everybody lives so differently. That's my favorite one.
Life-changing experience. I don't know if, well, I think becoming a parent definitely made me realize I want to experience more things, just because a lot of my time now is devoted to my son. And I'm okay doing that because he's young and I want to see his life and I want to be there for everything. But I also realized that a little bit before I had my son, I realized, because I was 21 when I got pregnant, I realized how actually non-expensive traveling is. And I was like, damn, like I could travel more often. And, I always thought you had to have a lot of money to travel. But then I got pregnant. So then I had my son, and like, I've just kind of always had like, damn, like I can do more, like, So having my son has also made me feel like I want him to also grow up having seen more. I want him to be like, my mom took me on trips. She like took me to have like experiences and do things. And it's like, not only do I want those things for myself now, but now that I have my son, I want him to have those things. So
love.
That's definitely pushed me to want to experience more things.
What should you do when you miss your ex but he got a new girl? Girl,
what
move
the
on.
fuck?
Girl, move on.
What should you do when you miss your ex but he got a new girl?
Just,
I think when you miss your ex and he's moved on, I don't think you necessarily miss your ex. I just think you miss having someone there, but because they were the last person in your life who was there for you in that way, you think it's them. But I think really you just might miss the closeness, maybe the affection, maybe having someone to speak to.
and it's also that thing of like, they're already there and you're not there yet. And it's like, whoa, that was me. Yeah.
Or why haven't I been able to find? And
yeah.
It's like, I think this is a good opportunity for you to be that person to yourself. Because it's like that saying, you have to be happy on your own, and someone becoming your partner should just add happiness to your life, not make you happy. So if you feel like, something in your life is missing and it's really not your ex, I feel like your life is probably just lacking meaning, and you need to give it some meaning, and you need to throw in some self-love, and you need to just love yourself, have some new experiences. We were literally just talking about that. Try something new, make new friends, hang out with your friends, reach out to the people that you do have in your life. And I think you'll slowly start realizing that it's really not about your ex.
Yeah. Thoughts on volleyball? I really have none. I'm sorry.
I do love volleyball. We play that at my family reunions.
Oh,
and
you do? I love that.
And I love volleyball. I'm not that great, but I can I could, hold my ground. You know what I mean? So I definitely love volleyball. I definitely down to play that shit.
You know what? I've only played volleyball once, and it was with Saul. I forgot why. No, it wasn't at the beach. It was
the park,
some church thing. Yeah, at the park. And I was the only girl on the team, and nobody passed me the ball, so I was very upset.
That was sexist.
Yeah, it was Carlos.
Oh gosh. Okay. Favorite comfort movie?
I wanted that one to be the last one so we could talk about the movie.
Okay.
Okay.
Please do a podcast about middle school relationships or ones you've experienced. Are you a middle school girl? I'm just so surprised. Like, if you are, like, no hate. I love you. I love all my besties. Mwah.
They are for.
I'm just sorry. I just want to say I'm just shocked because like we could see our demographic like in our YouTube and in our IG, and it's mostly like early to late 20s and 30s. Yeah. So it's like, I'm shocked if you're a middle schooler watching this.
Thank you though.
But thank you for feeling like you love our show.
Yeah.
Middle school
I had a boyfriend in middle school.
Yes. I have zero experience in that department, so Steph will take over.
I had a boyfriend in middle school, but I think it's just fun. I think in middle school it's just one of those things where like, you're like your first kiss.
Little training wheel,
Yeah, you're holding hands for the first time and all those things. So I think don't take them too seriously. And always feel like if you have a boyfriend in middle school, make sure they're your friend regardless of anything. Over anything, let them be your friend. That is the main thing. I think, because I think the boyfriend I had, I was just kind of excited to have a boyfriend. I did like him, but I wasn't honest, and I was like embarrassed that I had never had a boyfriend. I'd be like, yeah, I've had a boyfriend before, yeah, I've had my first kiss before, you know what I mean? And I didn't have that I guess comfortability to just talk honestly with him and like be just friends and hanging out or whatever. Yeah. So I think if you're gonna date in middle school, date your friends.
Yeah. And also, I think middle schoolers might be more advanced nowadays, to be honest.
That's true too,
I
but
feel like middle schoolers are grabbing each other in the pussy now and just being
actually,
bad,
this
being
boyfriend
crazy.
asked me that in middle school, and I was that's what I mean. Like, I was like, what the fuck? We were like kissing in the back of the school, and he was like, can I grab your pussy? And I was like, no. And he was like, just let me. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And it was just like too, like, now I see 13-year-olds and I'm like,
now it's awkward.
This is weird. Like, why did he even
guys,
ask me that?
Like, I know middle schoolers are like way more advanced nowadays, and I don't want to laugh at middle schoolers, but it's just like, trust me, if you're a middle schooler watching this, I know you might be confused. I'm not laughing at you, but having been a middle schooler myself, you are gonna be in your late middle 20s one day, and you're gonna look back at your middle school, and all you're gonna say is, "What the fuck?" I'll leave it at that. So, all right. Last but not least,
last two. Favorite hygiene
comfort movie.
Oh.
Wait, what?
It says favorite hygiene project.
Oh, my bad. I didn't refresh it. Okay, favorite hygiene products. What does that mean? Like to brush your teeth or like for your pussy?
Brandon toothpaste.
For your pussy.
My brother got me the Valentino perfume. I like that one. I really fucking like the Fenty Skin Butter Cream. It's like a lotion. It smells so good.
I'm a slut. I'm basic old Juicy Couture. I'm a slut for it. I'm always be a slut for Juicy Couture. And I like the I forgot the brand, but it's in the shape of like a green apple. The perfume. By Dickney. How do you pronounce that brand? The DKNY.
Oh, DKNY.
Yes, DKNY. Yes, they have this perfume.
Dickney. I don't know if that's
I say Dickney. I don't think so, but that's how I say it. Yes, you guys, they have this perfume. It's green. It looks like an apple. It has a silver cap. You guys, trust me. Go buy that shit. Sometimes if you're lucky, you could find it at Ross, but they sell it at Ulta. They sell it at major retailers. It is so fucking. It smells so good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's my favorite perfume right now. My toothpaste, I use the Hello brand. No aluminum.
My toothpaste I use from like those Avon kind of brands. It's called Amway. And to be honest, I have been using that for years and I will never switch back. Like my tia sells it, so it's convenient too. But like I have never experienced a better toothpaste than that one personally.
I gotta try it then.
Yeah.
What else? What shampoo you use?
I don't know what it's called. They sell it at Target. It starts with a K, and I use that one for the like a cleansing shampoo. And then I use I think it's called We. I think it's called We. For just like regular shampoo. And then I use Paul Mitchell leave-in conditioner Clean Beauty. And then I use the styling cream Clean Beauty as well from Paul Mitchell. And I think it's called Curly Talk gel for my hair. I've also been using Divi pills and hair serum for hair growth. 10/10 recommend.
I've been using hopes and prayers in that department, but my hair has been growing slowly but surely.
Yeah.
I use a good old Head and Shoulders. I know it's not good for you, but it's the only thing that keeps my caspa at bay. I haven't been able to find one that works better. Until then, I'm gonna keep rocking with it because it's what's working for me right now.
There you go.
For lotion, I've been using the I need to go buy some at the mall. I just remember that natural lotion that I told you about. It was like a shea butter.
Yeah.
I just finished my tub and I became obsessed with it. But before that, I just used the Jergens, the original, or what was the other one that smelled fucking good? But then I heard Jergens wasn't good for you, so I stopped using that. And then now, meanwhile, I'm using my son's baby lotion because I haven't bought it. But yeah, honestly, like I'm not good with names, you guys. I use more stuff, but I cannot give you guys the name of my moisturizers and none of that because I literally it's from Good Molecules. I could tell you that. That's the brand.
Oh, for moisturizer, I use Origins or I use actually Origins is my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. And that's it. And last but not least,
favorite comfort movie.
I have so many. My favorite comfort movie personally is Pride and Prejudice, but really any rom-com, and we just watched the best rom-com in the history of the world.
The Other Zoe. It's really good, you guys.
So
y'all need to fucking
good.
watch it.
It's
I loved
comedy.
it. I loved it so much.
It was perfect. It's the perfect rom-com.
I can't wait for like a year to pass so we could watch it again and have felt like we forgotten it. And it was on what? On Prime?
Yeah.
It was on Prime. Definitely check it out, guys.
Also, Vanessa's reading The Fourth Wing, so if you guys want to...
I love it so much. I'm almost done. Yeah. I'm halfway through. I'm obsessed.
So if you guys want to read that with us, we are going to be starting the second book this week. Because for sure Vanessa's going to finish before the end of the week. Actually,
by tomorrow night, I'm going to be done.
Yeah.
So definitely, you guys, please comment down below. I think now that Stephanie and I are living together, we'll definitely do a book club for No Fucking Around this time. Mm-hmm. So let us know what genres you guys want. And then Stephanie and I are going to be in the talks and we'll for sure get a book club going. Because we for sure want to do that.
Right now I'm going to read the second book of the Fourth Wing series. But this week I'm going to be dedicating it to The Hunger Games, the Ballad of the Songbirds and Snakes, I think it's called. Because the movie's coming out on Friday and I'm very, 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 very...
What movie's coming out on Friday?
The Hunger Games.
Oh, it's coming out on Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to watch it.
Yes. And I was such a fan when I was in middle school. My 8th grade English teacher recommended it to me. And I flew through those books in a week, all 3 of them. Mm-hmm. So when this one came out, I was very excited. So I'm very, very excited. So if you guys, obviously you're going to watch this on Wednesday. Y'all got 2 days to read the book with me. So this was such a fun episode though. Thank you guys for all your questions. They were very, very beautiful and funny questions. So we thank you. We hope you guys liked our answers.
And thank you for sticking with us and for being with us. We love y'all. And we hope to keep making you guys proud.
Yeah. Let us know what more
content
you guys want to see.
Yeah, let us know what kind of shit you guys want me and Steph to film now that we're living together. Like any challenge videos or just any kind of dumb shit that y'all want to see. Because we're going to start filming together.
Yeah, we're going to make our own TikTok. So keep an eye out for that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe if you're new here. We love you so much. And we thank you guys so much for always giving us this opportunity to be here and just talk mamadas with you guys.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you guys. Bye.